in the air and
and
the guards are frozen.
I mean, Gold Balls is now over there on with Miles Morales. He's like in school with Miles Morales, but
They're like the Junior Avengers or something like that, like younger.
Not the champions, but they're something. He's in the Miles Morales Spider-Man book. But no, like there are a few X-Men that I wish would get a little more prominent in some of these books. Like I'm a huge fan of Pixie. I love the character of Pixie, and they really don't give her. I mean, they had that whole series Wolverine and the X-Men. And the last issue was some of the younger trainees, the students actually graduated and becoming full-fledged X-Men, and Pixie was one of them. And I mean, she's the daughter of Black Tom Cassidy, I believe, or Mastermind, one of the two. Who is she the daughter of? Let me see here. But she's really one of my. I mean, I love just everything about her. Let me see here. Megan Gwen, Pixie. I just love the way she looks. I really do. She's amazing. Let me see.
Did they ever bring the original Thunderbird back to life? Did that ever happen? They never brought him back, did they? I don't think so.
All right, Mastermind is her. Yeah, Mastermind is her father. Did they ever bring back the original? Thunderbird? I don't know. I mean, Warpath's been in so many things. But it's like I love Pixie. I love the Stepford Cuckoos. They're some of my favorite characters. I liked Wallflower too in what was it? New X-Men, an X-Men Academy or something like that. I loved Wallflower, but they killed her off with extreme prejudice.
There seems to be a lot more. I don't know. There's more permadeaths out there than you think.
Oh yeah, she's
when you really think about it. There's a lot that still haven't come back from a long time.
Oh, you want to know a good one I read this weekend? I read the Generations Wolverines, X-23 and Wolverine.
Yeah, there's a lot I got to pick up when I go in this week.
Can I spoil a little bit of that one, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it anyway. Okay. Go ahead.
So as I explained, I think last week or the week before, at the end of Secret Empire, Kobik, the sentient cosmic cube, sent certain heroes into the void, into the space between worlds, Chief. And they kind of went back in time and met past selves or incarnations. And so X-23 gets transported back, and Logan, the real Wolverine, is in Japan because he had his stepdaughter or his adopted daughter Akiko that he adopted with Mariko was kidnapped by the Hand. So he's fighting the Hand in X-23.
As they do to Wolverine.
As they do to Wolverine. And X-23 shows up, and she's not really letting him know who she is, but he's like, I know who you are. He's like, and there's one point, I mean, it's pretty powerful. He hugs her. He goes, I'm sorry for whatever I do to hurt you. And she looks at him before she disappears to come back to the real world, the real timeline. She said, and she breaks down and cries and says, I miss you. You don't know how much I miss you and that I need you. So, I mean, really powerful for X-23's character to basically, she calls him Dad. She calls him Dad in this book. And basically says...
Well, she's referred to Old Man Logan as a grandpa and shit, more in a joking way in other books, so...
But it really shows how much she actually does has that daughterly bond with Wolverine, to the point that she tells him, because he saved Akiko and he was going to leave. She goes, no, you're not leaving. You're going to get your ass back in there. You're going to read her a bedtime story. You're going to stay a few days and you're going to be a father. You need to be it was basically her saying, you need to be a father to this girl. That way you can be a father to me later on. I mean, it was powerful. I mean, one of the best ones. Like I said, there's some of them that just Like the Hulk one was all right, but didn't really make sense.
Yeah, I didn't get
And-
that because I didn't have that information about the cosmic cube sending people in to do this shit.
And
When I got it, it was just Amadeus Cho Hulk just appeared in the middle of a fight between the actual Banner Hulk and the army, and then he came in and fought Banner Hulk, and then he joined Banner Hulk, and then they went back and forth. And I was like, what is this happening? Why is this happening?
And I was reading, I think I told you this, the sites that rate comics. I don't really like to rate, but it's funny with the Generations ones, like the Wolverine scored high, the Jean Grey one scored high, but any of the ones written by Bendis have scored so low, and it's because
nobody likes that mother. I'm telling you, nobody likes that guy.
It's because the other books are basically what they're supposed to be. It's these newer heroes or these new incarnations of the heroes going back and seeing why the people before them, Wolverine, the original Jean Grey, Banner Hulk, were the best heroes, why they were heroes, whereas the Bendis ones are all like from what I haven't read it yet, but when I read about the Tony Stark one and the Ironheart was Tony Stark basically saying that Ironheart is better than him at every single way, and she's going to help save the world and all this other stuff. Everybody else is saying these heroes are what made Marvel, where Bendis is still on the whole, fuck the heroes from the beginning. These new heroes that are created are the greatest thing on the planet.
I think some of those guys pay too much attention to social media and don't realize how small that audience is craving that. And he's underestimating the power of the majority audience, what it has been for the last 70 years, whatever the fuck, how long comics have been out.
I said.
And I'm saying that, I mean, that's not, I think maybe he just doesn't get it. I mean, I think he thinks that the industry is resting on getting new heroes and that people are tired of the old heroes. And I think he really believes that. And that's not true.
And yet every other book is bringing back the core heroes. You're bringing back, I mean, Iron Fist is back, Shang-Chi is back.
And you wait and see that the sales are going to go up. When the original people that held those monikers come back to the roles that they were supposed to be in, the sales will go up.
I mean, we pretty much know Odin's son, I think, is going to get the hammer back.
I think there's plenty of room for the new heroes and the core heroes. I don't know why.
Like I said,
there's a few of them that are great. Like I even like as goofy as it is, I like that the Gwenpool book. Yeah. I read that. I think it's funny.
Well, like I love Spider-Gwen because it's an alternate world. So I'm not having to worry about the core 616 heroes because I know, and they established Spider-Gwen is in a different world. So it's, you see a character, but it's a different version of the character. It's not like the Ultimate Universe where it was, we're the same heroes, we're just ultimate. But yeah, I like that. I like I said,
I hate the Ultimates, man. I always did.
I didn't like the Ultimate Universe, except for I did like Miles Morales.
This is how much I hated it when it seemed like Galactus was going there and going to eat the Ultimate Universe. I was so fucking happy. I was like, yeah.
And then Hickman destroyed.
Get him, Galactus.
Then Hickman destroyed the Ultimate Universe. But if you look at the trend of Marvel, like I said, Shang-Chi, I mean, even the one-shots that they're going to come out with here in the next, couple months, I mean, Darkhawk, Shang-Chi, I mean, just classic heroes. Now, where's
Shang-Chi one's going to be cool.
Oh, that one's written by CM Punk.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, the guy knows martial arts. Why not?
Bad. His Drax was pretty good. The Drax he wrote along with Cullen Bunn.
And I think that, and Cullen Bunn said that he was really involved in that. It wasn't just some bullshit slap his name on it. And I think writing Shang-Chi is way more up his alley than writing Drax. I think writing Shang-Chi as being a wrestler and then getting into MMA and really, and despite how well he does, he's really into martial arts. I mean, despite how good he does in the ring in martial arts, he's really into it. So I think writing this character would be good.
And he's an old school comic fan. He's been reading comics forever.
Well, he wrote didn't he write a Thor annual or something? And then
something like that. Yeah, he did. I mean, it's no different than the Soska twins writing Night Nurse. I mean, if these are people that truly love
Hey,
comics.
if the story is good, it does, who
yeah,
fuck cares who wrote
cares?
it?
But with Marvel bringing back these old school heroes, I mean, like I said, look at the X-Men lineup for X-Men Gold. It is your classic, basically your Claremont X-Men. It's your Claremont X-Men.
There's probably some Marvel stuff I'll be getting in the future, and stuff I know that's coming. I just some of it I've signed up for already, some of it I haven't. I signed up for the Legacy one shot. It's supposed to be a one shot. That's what it is in the computer right now, according to my shop.
Yeah.
But it says number 1 on it, but it's also listed as a one shot. So nobody. I asked Kenny and Mike, and they're like, "Well, fuck, we don't know." I was like, "Are they gonna have any more of them?" They're like, "Well, they're not in here, so we don't know."
Another one I'm interested in is they're coming out with they're bringing back Marvel 2-in-1.
Yeah, that's cool. I wish they'd do that with some of the other ones. Do like Marvel Premiere and do some and bring back some of those other titles like that.
But the interesting thing about Marvel 2-in-1 is
Fantasy Masterpieces or whatever they were, reprints of old stuff.
Hold on. All new, all different. The interesting thing about the Marvel 2-in-1 is the arc that they have attached to it is called the Fate of the Fate of the Four.
Yeah, I heard about this. Said that there was a clue that the FF was coming back.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really
that FF and Banner Hulk is what I'm waiting to hear, and then I might be back in with Marvel a little more, because Banner Hulk was a good chunk of why I was done with him, and when he's back full on with his own title again, and they bring back the Fantastic Four, and we get a Fantastic Four title, then possibly, then depending on who's writing both of those two also, and the artwork.
Yeah, so that's what's really interesting to me is it looks like they are going to bring back, or they're going to do something with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, they weren't dead. I mean, at the end of
no, they're not dead.
At the end of Secret Wars, the whole family just stayed in that weird limbo universe, and Franklin and Reed were recreating the multiverse.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is that they might be bringing them back, because remember Marvel 2-in-1 was
maybe they're done.
Reed has done it all. But
he fixed everything. That's what he wanted. Hickman's Fantastic Four. The first, he went into a room, and he had a room of 100 questions he hadn't been able to answer or whatever, and he'd written all these formulas all over these walls. And one of them was solve everything or something, and so there you go. When Hickman stepped out, he solved everything.
Yeah, so that's what's interesting to me is, remember Marvel 2-in-1, it was always the Thing teaming up with somebody else. So this will probably be the Thing again. I mean, what did they do with him after Reed went off to fix the cosmos? They put him in the Guardians for a little bit, and
he went to be a professional wrestler at one point.
Yeah. So it's like, well, okay.
Well, that's where that Carol Danvers came out of that story, didn't she? Or no, she was. Who was it that came out of that? It wasn't Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers is older than that storyline.
Yeah.
Who was it that was? I can't remember. Let's carry on. I don't remember.
Carry on my wayward son.
A mosquito is in my room.
Kill that thing. It'll suck your blood, Chief. It'll suck you dry.
I fucking hate mosquitoes.
It will suck you dry, my friend. I'm actually going to previews right now. That way I can pull up Marvel Comics there on previews, because there's so much stuff that Marvel is going to come out with. We talk a lot about DC on here. It's nice to say, hey, Marvel does have some stuff coming out soon.
Well, I'd like to see the Submariner come back more prominently. I'd like to see the Fantastic Four back. I'd like to see Banner Hulk back. I'd like to see Odin's son back as Thor at some point. And whether or not Jane Foster is still, there's many Thors. Let's have all of them. Who cares? But I want Odin's son back as Thor.
Well, I saw the Legacy Thor cover has like all the Thors, even like the Frog Thor on the.
Yeah, I mean, Thor's been in lots of different stuff. I mean, if there can be Beta Ray Bill, why can't there be a Jane Foster Thor? Who cares? Just bring back Odin's son to being Thor. Just put things back. Keep the new characters, whatever, but bring the core characters back to what they were.
I'm interested for the Power Pack one shot.
Yeah,